What's going on, my friends? BP here, looking to break down GNCA stock from today, 3/31/2016. I've been getting a lot of emails and messages on social media about this situation. Traders trying to understand what's going on with the company here and why it moved up 100%. Um, and I want to show you this is a perfect example of an orchestrated, fraudulent pump and dump slash short squeeze. Okay, if you take a look at the news, you'll see here that they provided positive mid-stage data on genital herpes drug. All right, and if you look through here, you can see that it's phase 2. I mean, it's decent news. It's not great news. Definitely doesn't warrant this crazy move. You can see they're anticipating conducting in a phase 2 meeting with FDA Q1 of 2017. That's not even until next year. So there's obviously something else behind this move. This was not just good news that made this run 100%. There's obviously some orchestration going on, somebody involved in pumping this thing, and obviously media puppets that help them to do it. So let's take a look. So the stock popped in the morning. It faded down, there was kind of negative sentiment on it, and it went flat here around, let's see, 10 a.m. till about 2 p.m. Okay, and oftentimes when a stock has decent news and it pops, I'll watch it to see where it starts to show some support, and then I might grab it long actually when it starts to hold, because there's a good chance it can pop. When Wall Street comes back from lunch around 2 p.m. or power hour, there can usually be some people start buying it and it pops a little bit. You can sell and take some profits. So I was looking at a potential long, but I stayed away because it looked kind of flat, kind of negative here, and that's what they wanted. That's exactly what they wanted you to think. This whole time, the hedgies or brokerage firms or whoever it may be was probably loading the boat around 5, and then conveniently, the articles start coming out about 2 p.m. right when everybody gets back from lunch on Wall Street. Very, very convenient timing. And all of a sudden, the stock flies. Shorts start to get squeezed. They have to start covering, buying the cover, which makes it go even higher. And then, of course, the longs jump on it. They get bullish about it. And the hedgies are probably continuing to lightly buy it up to continue the move, and the thing just goes crazy, and it flies all the way up to about 850 per share. And then, of course, the dump comes, and it drops, and anybody who was chasing that got killed on the way down. Now it's kind of after hours. They're trying to create some action. It's fading up. I'm sorry, it's moving up, and you can see there's some resistance here around 760. That's where it's kind of holding there. So it could drop off of that 760 right there. This is such a common practice amongst the big dogs, hedge funds, and brokerage firms. They load the boat, the pump articles come out, and when it runs up and shorts start getting squeezed, they start selling short to the chasers at the top, and then the dump comes and they unload it and make profit on the way down as well. It's very common, happens on a regular basis, and especially in bull markets, because the bulls are out, and it becomes easier to take advantage, especially when you have more new people, new traders who don't know better or know how this works. And for those of you who think this doesn't really happen, please don't be naive. Please don't be gullible. This happens all the time. It just happens all the time. And if you look, you can see at about 2 p.m. when this thing started to fly, Seeking Alpha, this was about 240. Cohen sees massive upside. Cohen reiterates with a rating of outperform and a price target of 40, implied upside of 607% in nice green color there to make it sound really bullish, obviously trying to pump it up. $700 million sales potential. Cohen believes. So because Cohen believes that, we're supposed to. That makes it a fact. I mean, come on. This is obviously designed to pump the stock at 2 p.m. when they've already loaded the boat. And Benzinga, they did the same thing. They come out about 2:11 p.m. right when it started to jump here. You can see, and now you can see it's kind of dropping here off at 760. 2 p.m. That's right when it started. Benzinga, same thing. Shares moving higher. Cohen reiterates outperform, $40 price target. I mean, $40 price target when the stocks was at like 5. That's just a little bit insane. Obviously, again, trying to pump it. That's a pump type of price target. And it just said that they reiterated it. It doesn't sound like it was changed, and I don't even know if the price target was changed. They just reiterate. So Benzinga and Seeking Alpha are kind of responsible for making this happen, and they're probably in the back pockets of these guys like Cohen Group, or whoever's in this thing. They're in their back pockets, so the media pumps it after these guys get in. They're the ones that tell them to do it. Okay, and then you can look here at thefly.com. Probably another media puppet that they have in their back pocket. It's posting out significantly undervalued. Same thing, 2:15 p.m. Right around when this thing moves. So let's take a look at a couple things. Adam Feuerstein, he's a senior columnist at The Street, and he's known as a biotech guy. He's posting after hours, that he basically let people know this move is ridiculous. You can see down here a couple hours ago, open label uncontrolled data to 12 months. Who cares? Only valid data are 28-day versus placebo. No difference. And here a couple hours ago again, placebo lesion reduction data disclosed by GNCA today. Slides 9 and 10 look terrible. No difference. And he's just trying to let people know that this is ridiculous. All right, and if you look at The Street, for example, at 10 a.m. they posted the news. Stock soars on positive trial results. But when you look down, after posting the news, The Street they continue to keep a sell with a rating score of D on the stock, and that's after the news came out. So the news just doesn't warrant this type of a move. And the fraudulent activity that takes place is most likely what's going on. And I'm just trying to let people become aware of this because this happens so often, and you can make a lot of money if you're in at the right time. If you're on the right side of these short squeezes, these pump and dumps, then you can make a lot of money. But make no mistake, this is fraudulent activity. This is price manipulation. If a hedge fund's loading the boat around 5, and they're having people in their back pocket like Benzinga or Seeking Alpha post out these articles at 2 p.m. when they're already in, and that's an orchestrated short squeeze. I mean, this isn't legal. This stuff isn't legal. They get away with it. Nobody stops them. I don't know where the SEC is, but they should do some digging into some of these articles Seeking Alpha's coming out with and Benzinga. They should check this stuff out. They should check out and see if Cohen Group was buying up at 5. They should see who was buying up here at 5 before this short squeeze. They could check that out easily. This kind of stuff, it ticks me off because they're robbing from retail traders. And make no mistake, the hedgies, they cannot exist without you guys. If you let them take advantage of you by buying up these things at the top, that's how they exist. They can't exist without us. If we all of a sudden decided to stop chasing, they would be in deep trouble. Because who's going to buy the top of these pumps? Nobody is. Other hedge funds certainly aren't going to do it. So just start to be aware of this stuff. You take advantage of it, make some money by seeing the trend and seeing it before it happens. And don't chase these things. I was looking to short this, and nobody expected this to run from 5 up here, but I figured they would try to show some action after hours, which you can see that they show action after hours as well, because it creates the illusion to the longs and the newbie traders that it's going to run again day 2. So, and here they are the whole time. They're selling short, selling short, selling short. The newbies are hitting it here, thinking it's going to the moon tomorrow. It's going to the moon. Boom. Then right when they're in, right when they've bought up their shorts, snap. And it cracks hard. Drops down here to the support area around 640, and you can see some people hit it there, which was smart actually. It'd be smart to hit it here around. You could see solid support, hit it there for an after hours pop. And good time to sell it would actually be right about here if you bought, because you can see there's some 750 resistance, and there's a good chance that it doesn't make it past that. So for me, in light of all this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a price target short term of $5 on this stock, which would put it back here where it showed support today. And if you look at, say, the 6-month chart, you can see there's some resistance on it. Where it popped today, there's resistance 776 area on the 6-month chart, and that's exactly where it stopped, which is definitely something to pay attention to there. And if you look, let's say the 1-month chart, let's try a 10-day. see, there's some resistance around 5 previously, 450 here, and that's where it kind of showed support. So that's probably a good target. $5 is my target, and that's the reason. Okay, so don't get caught in these type of situations. Look out for certain activity and try to take advantage. I almost bought this around here today. I almost grabbed some, but I stayed away because it was looking flat, and of course I never expected that it would squeeze like this. But keep an eye on this. If you're long on this, please be careful. I'm not putting out this information to try to hurt any longs. Okay, I buy stocks long as well. I'm not out to hurt anybody. I'm just trying to give it to you straight about my opinion, and I base my opinion on facts. This is what I believe is happening, and so I would look to short this. And it could try to pop a little bit tomorrow because the bullish traders, they're going to try to jump on it. Maybe could be a little bit of a bounce, but I think this thing is going to crack. I just don't think the news warrants this, and I think there's fraudulent activity. So I would keep an eye on it for the short play based on all this information. And everybody, I hope this helps. I hope this information helps because it happens on a regular basis, and you've just got to catch it. And if you guys have any questions, or if you think you see a stock that's a pumping up, I love to expose this stuff. I'm out to try to stop this type of stuff from happening. So let me know if you see something that you think's fishy, and I'm on this, man. So if you pumpers out there, you hedge funds, you media puppets, are putting this type of stuff out, and this type of activity is going on, I'm watching it. I'm watching it, and I'm going to expose it. And as I build more and more of a loyal following, that's going to be more and more people that are going to see it. So, and my team, we're watching it too. And I'm going to let everybody know because it's illegal activity, and somebody should stop it. Somebody needs to take a look at this. Take a look at Benzinga, take a look at Seek and Alpha. Pay attention to the articles they're putting. Pay attention to the times they're putting them out there, and look at who is buying this up at $5. Somebody knew about this, and it is not hard to figure it out. Look at who's buying this up at $5, and somebody's creating this short squeeze, trying to hurt the retailers and create bag holders. All right, so that's going to be about it. Always feel free to email me, bprising1@gmail.com, if you have questions or if you have any knowledge of something like this taking place. And until the next video, I always appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And if you're interested, join our team, trading room, and I teach people about stocks. A lot of small cap short selling, and also buys as well. Also buy long too, and join our team and learn a lot. Have a good time, and become a better trader. All right, thanks so much, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.